Calm and comb your hair. I'm going to talk about what I know works, and there's just so much. First off, I want to kind of knock carb phobia off its base because I feel like, you know what? Right now is not the time to be keto or low carb, and I'll tell you why. In times of scarcity, or even at any time, some carbs are good. I think what it is like, what kind of carbs are you eating, you know? And there's all this keto stuff, but like right now, if there's scarcity in the store, you're not going to find a lot of like meat, dairy, things like that. And I'm going to be pro vegan here. This is where I'm going to share my opinion because all the keto people, they like bombard you with like, this is science, this is right, this is how to be healthiest. Well, in a time of food scarcity, are you going to be finding a lot of meat? Are you going to be finding a lot of dairy and all that? Look, I went to the store last night, and I'm not saying that this is forever. There was no dairy milk. There was almond milk, and almond milk is healthy. And I bought that, but I also have lentils and rice, and I have lettuce, and I have onion, and there are doctors with medical degrees that have reversed diabetes who are nutritionists, and I'm just not like outspoken enough about this because everybody is so big on their giant opinion about like what's healthy. Like it's always their opinion and this is what's best for people. But the truth is you can get protein from plant foods. There's protein in all foods, and plant foods like right now are the healthiest ones or anybody, many of us, unless you have like some sort of extreme, like I don't know, like intolerance to eating plants, some of the healthiest things you can be eating, plus they keep. And in a time of food scarcity, you can have some produce that keeps for a while, and vitamin C is good for you. And I just know, I don't really care what all the low carbers and the keto people say. They can go be on their low carb diets because they're not going to have energy. Like if you need energy to go against the world right now and feel like you're pumped up, you want some like sugars, and I'm not talking about just eating plain sugar, but like fruit and things. And I ate pineapple last night, and I had a salad with tahini and onions, so I got my protein, I got my carbs, I got my fat, and you know what, I feel good. So all the keto people, if that's what they want to keep doing, they can eat keto. But I actually think in times of scarcity, I want to be eating top ramen though. Like okay, if you want to, like, okay, we still need to be cognizant of things that are cheap and healthy and good protein sources. And yes, legumes are good protein sources. People will keep saying, well, there's phytoproteins that you can't eat in beans. Well, you need to soak them, okay? If you're having like some digestive issue with lentils or beans, you need to soak them for maybe 24 hours. A lot of people don't soak lentils, but you probably should. Like, if you feel like you can't digest them. But I just know as a vegan, like, I actually feel like, okay, this crisis isn't the best thing, but maybe it's going to help me get back into a healthier mindset because I'm going to start, like, I ate just whole plant foods. I had, like, peanut butter toast, like, the whole peanut butter. I had a salad. Like, I'm going to start making everything from scratch again. It's going to be a lot of time investment, so that's one thing I'm doing. Another thing I'm doing is, okay, maybe I'm jumping ahead and we don't know what's going to happen, but I've been to all the stores. They get one truck per day, okay? One truck, and it's not full. And people in Southern California, they're a little bit greedy, okay? They should be ashamed of themselves in a way. Like, you can buy whatever you want. Like, I believe in that. But I think just running through the store and clearing it out in 10 minutes is a little excessive. Like, I'm not saying don't buy it, like if you don't need it, like if you need it, but just the amount of excessiveness of it is that I think, well, I'm not saying that you have to ration something, but a lot of stores are getting to the point where they're like saying 2 waters. And I'm not saying that you have to do this as a store, but maybe stores should be aware, like they should, this is just my thought on the whole toilet paper thing. They should have somebody that says, okay, you can buy one, and that may sound like rationing, but right now, with the new normal of 1 truck per day, and the store's not being fully stocked, instead of letting everybody run to the toilet paper and clear it out in 5 minutes, maybe you should just sell, like, pass it out like once a person. And okay, I know that's a little bit of rationing, but I think until we know what happens, but I'm not going to be relying on toilet paper anyway. I know that sounds gross, but I actually have a plan. I'm going to cut up old clothes. Like, if toilet paper's not in the store, I'll just cut up old clothes and whatnot, like rags, and you can use that and you can throw that out. I'm not going to wash it. That's gross. But, like, I'm just thinking, like, new norms. Like, let's say it comes down to worse, and because I haven't found any toilet paper in the stores for 3 days. I've been looking, and I'm sorry, I can't run to the store at 6 in the morning because I work. I don't have the luxury. Like, some people still have to go out and work, and that's another thing too with quarantines and lockdowns. People are like, well, we want the internet, and everybody's going to go online for learning, but we need to think about this. What if there are technical difficulties and they need to send someone out to work on, power lines and things? If everybody is home because they're quarantining for corona, you need to think about these things. And everybody's like, oh, everything's good. Like, I will have the most positive attitude. I definitely will. And I'm not saying you can't buy what you want. I just think, okay, and there's no need to have to ration, but I do think if a store's having an issue where people are pushing each other or everybody runs to the toilet paper in the first 5 minutes, maybe the store should just have somebody passing it out until, like, this kind of passes, like, you can get one, and maybe that's a ration. But my mind kind of changed on that one, because yeah, if your city has a problem if every store is out of toilet paper, and the people are getting a little too silly if they all ran and bought all of it, because right now, like, not everybody's going to be using that toilet paper. Some people are going to be selling it. Whatever, let them do it. I don't care. I have my own alternative routes. I'm going to let everybody go toilet paper crazy, and I'm just giving up on trying to find it in the stores. I'll use something else. I'll find something else. I'm not going to stress over it. But yeah, the plant-based diet is going to be really good during this time, and all the okay. Yeah, I'm being really honest about the whole keto thing, because I don't vibe it, and I'm getting tired of, like, people acting like, well, because they've been really pushing this right now, and I feel like people that are vegan that have done really good on this lifestyle, we're not allowed to say it anymore. So I don't know. In a time of scarcity, I've decided I'm just going to be out about that, because all the keto people, they're very out about how their way of eating is best, or it works good for people. They can do that, but I'm going to tell you, if you're worried about scarcity, if you're worried about food, if you think that you can't get nutrients from plant food, that's not true, because a lot of us do, and we're fine. Actually, I think most people want to eat a variety of things. I don't think anybody wants, like, I'll be really frank though, a lot of the people on the keto, they do mention that they have really low energy levels, and just one thing I've been noticing, this may be anecdotal, is that a lot of people that are going really hard on keto for the last 2 or 3 months, just in my interaction experience, they're getting colds, and they're getting, like, respiratory infections, and their system is kind of compromised. So I don't know, I don't think I would go that route, but if people want to do that, I just don't think if you have to go out on the daily basis interacting with the public in any capacity that it's a good idea to do those things. But everybody can do what they want. I'm definitely not doing it. So, but I did have I kind of disagreed with my sister too about, well, she thinks top ramen's food. Like, she keeps saying, oh, all the top ramen's gone. I'm like, we didn't even eat top ramen growing up. Like, why are you, like, look, I don't think all carbs are good, but I think, yes, in a time of scarcity, you might need noodles or something, but I think it would be better to eat lentils and rice and top ramen. But, these are just my thoughts on food scarcity. So, yeah. And that's how I'm going to deal with it. And I eat a lot of peanut butter, but I don't think this was a popular post. Anyway, thanks for watching. Anybody